Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Park Life as City host Cambridge United. Coming up on this week's show, Gary Caldwell and Sam Nombe were on press duties ahead of the game, and we hear more about this weekend's dedicated level playing field fixture. But first, it's been a monumental week off the pitch for the Grecians as finally we got the key to our brand spanking new training ground. Here's a short clip of just a little bit of the inside, and if you want to find out more and see more, then head over to the website and our social media. This weekend's visitors from the city-famed Rich University are managed by Mark Bonner, who brought them out of League Two 2 years ago and into League One. They've had a tough season so far, floating either side of that relegation red line, but come to us having picked up a 1-0 win over Oxford in their last home match. They were at Fleetwood on Tuesday night, and here is how they got on. This weekend against Cambridge United, we are asking supporters to unite for access as part of the Level Playing Field's annual campaign to make football more accessible for disabled supporters. To tell us a little bit more about what this campaign means and how you can get involved, we spoke to Exeter City's Disabled Supporters Liaison Officer, Jan Jones, to find out exactly how you can get involved.
The idea is that we actually highlight one day every year the disabilities within the club and the supporters, basically to see how we can help improve the matchday experience for anybody with any disability. But basically at the moment I'm concentrating on autism, which affects so many of our children, and it's desperately important that we support these children and their families, that the children can come to the game and not feel, they feel that they're included. What we've done is produced a pack with the junior Grecians, which contains fidget toys, ear defenders, and a little bit of information. Basically, they can use this, and it helps. And also, we're also the guys are going to do a video which children can look at, see what it's like on match day, and when it's quiet. They can actually get a feel, and they're also providing their parents contact myself or the club and say they'd like to bring the child up to have a walk around and see and know that they're prepared to what they're going. That's really, but not only autism, we're covering all sorts of hidden disabilities, because there's so many and people are just not aware of it, and we need to highlight everything.
After the disappointment of defeat at Port Vale last weekend, the Grecians will be looking to get back to winning ways against Cambridge. Ahead of the game, here's what Gary Caldwell had to say. Cambridge played on Tuesday away at Fleetwood, and from what I've seen, it seemed like they were pretty unlucky to have lost that game. Is there perhaps anything you've seen in clips of that game and of previous matches of theirs that is perhaps going to be their biggest threat?
Yeah, we've analysed them again as a staff. We've showed the players some clips today. We'll do more tomorrow in preparation for the game, so we know exactly what we're up against. They are a team that's down the bottom of the league, so they're fighting for their life. They're going to be really difficult to break down. They're going to be a team that tries to play on the counter and be quite direct in how they attack us, so we have to be prepared for that physical challenge. But again, it's more on what we do and how we approach the game and how we get the crowd going at SJP by attacking the opposition right from the very first minute. And that has been our main focus this week, how we attack with more numbers, with more aggression, and put the ball in the scoring zone as often as we can and give our strikers the opportunity to score more than we have in recent weeks.
In terms of the squad's fitness and availability, Czech Diabate had an operation this week. Is there any signs or if that's been successful early on?
Yeah, we believe that's successful. I'm not seen Czech yet, but hopefully that all went well and he can get back as quickly as possible. But everyone else is fully fit and ready for the game. Obviously, Rax will miss the game with suspension, but everyone else is available.
Leading the line for the Grecians this season and having hit double figures, Sam Nombe was on press duty ahead of this game as he talks about how he hopes City can re-find their goal-scoring form.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely need to take some of our chances. We do create a lot of attacking moments where we can, but we need to also make sure they're clinical and make the right passes at the right time, and also take those opportunities where we have around the box. I think once we all score and everything, we'll all come together as a group, because we're definitely a team that has a high scoring feeling about us. So we just got to carry on and believing in ourselves to get the best opportunities.
What is the feeling after a game such as, Burton away and Shrewsbury at home in the last couple of weeks, when we've played so well and just haven't been able to score? Is it mainly frustration?
Yeah, it's definitely frustration. For me, even normally I'll probably put that chance away against Burton, but it's about not being too down about it. We can see that we're a good side. We can definitely play a great way of playing, but we know it's all about taking our chances and opportunities and squeezing the life out of them. Because if we don't, then it's just going to be going somewhere else, and we can't afford to do that at this level. We need to be able to implement our game, but also take our chances.
For this week's Classic Encounter, we head back to October 2015 when Tom Nichols scored the only and an absolutely superb goal as we beat Cambridge 1-0 here at the park under the lights. Let's check it out. Are you bringing the kids to the game on Saturday? Well, back by popular demand is Les the Fez, the ever so popular resident almost Exeter City magician. He'll be around the ground in the fan zone up in the hospitality suites. He'll be around the stadium as well. Magic tricks, card tricks, balloon animals, you name it, he's got it. So make sure if you see Les the Fez around the ground and get involved, I'm sure you'll have plenty of fun. Exeter City's women smashed the league attendance record back in October when over 2,500 people packed into the park for a league fixture against AFC Bournemouth. They're back here on the 12th of March as they take on Portishead Town in the National League South West Division 1 as part of our Her Game 2 weekend, as the men take on Lincoln on the Saturday as well. Her Game 2, of course, is that anti-sexism campaign dedicated to eradicating sexism within football and making it a safer space for women. Tickets are on sale now for both the Lincoln game and the women's game against Portishead, and we would love to smash that record once again. Can we get up to 3,000? Let's see. That's all we've got time for on Park Life this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Naturally, on Saturday, the best place to be is right here at the park. So make sure you get your tickets well in advance to save queues on match day. You know the drill by now. I follow £10 for viewers overseas, or you can buy an audio match pass in the UK. And we'll of course have the game on our social media channels. That's Twitter, that's Facebook, and that is Instagram, with pre, during and post-match content throughout the afternoon. One last thing from me to say, as always, up the city.